quick chat with the AR here. We're going to reverse the call here. AR flagged in that the Lions were playing the ball on the ground inside the scrum. The Cougars off to kick for points here.
No, it's good.
That the Lions were playing the ball on the ground inside the scrum. Cami Hartrick is going to go for the 3 points here on this penalty. About 25 meters out from the post. Boots it through. Just shy to the right. Unfortunate, but Cougars can get another opportunity here receiving this kick. Lions will now restart with a 22-meter drop. Just waiting for the ball here. This is a drop kick, so the ball will have to bounce off the ground before number 15, Jersey, can field the kick.
Yeah, number 10 for Lindenwood, Sophie O'Kane to take the kick.
Fielded by BYU's 15, Amelia Smith. Unfortunate loss forward. A little bit of confusion there. BYU really feeling the pressure from this Lindenwood Lions kicking game. Unfortunate the ball went forward, but now the Lions will have another opportunity here to score in the BYU half. You can see Tafuna communicating with her 10, O'Kane. We may see an opportunity of an 8-man pick here. Ball's fed by Mayava. Goes left. Great pressure by BYU's 9, Chambers. Looks like Lions have numbers left. Still going strong, 15 up the sideline. Brought down. Lions still in possession, deep in BYU's half. And we have a penalty against the Cougars. Missed the secondary there. It looks like it may have been not rolling. Tafuna takes it up. Bounces defenders to the ground, just short of the try line. Looks like the Lions will pick and go. Again, they're just short. Great defense here by the Cougars. Hartrick stopping them right at the post. They opt to go wide. O'Kane to Unga. Unga stopped short. BYU being a great wall of defense here. There goes Fafita. Greeted by Garza. Short of the line again. Lions still in possession. Decide to go right up the side, and that's a try.
Yeah, some great phases there from Lindenwood, taking it from side to side, putting pressure on the flanks there, sucking in defense, and then attacking the middle. So it was a great try.
I believe that try was scored by Lindenwood Lion Jasmine Fahoko, her first one of the day. Great back and forth play there. Love to see some great defense holding up multiple phases at the try line. But once again, the Lions powered through. Looks like time's off for a little bit of medical attention for Tafuna again. AT waves are good, time's back on, and she will prep to take the kick. Right in front of the uprights, Tafuna taking her time. Ball sails through. She is 2 for 2 today. Your Lindenwood Lions 14, BYU Cougars 0. Still anybody's game here. We got 22 minutes left here in the first half. Great home crowd here today in Provo, Utah. Great showing. Trying to get some energy in our BYU Cougars here. We got Thomason with the restart. Looks like she might go deep left again. A little short. Met by multiple BYU defenders. Fafita set up his first receiver. Decides to dish it off to number 2, Gabby Bryant. Tackled behind the gain line. And the Cougars are awarded for their aggressive defense. Westora very happy by her first jackal of the day. Lions penalized for not releasing the ball. Again, the Cougars will opt to kick for points here. Cami Hartrig lines up again. Looks like she's about 35 meters from the post. Lucky for our kickers today, we have very little to no wind. We'll see if she can nail it through the uprights. Hartrig lines up her kick, boots it through, and she's good. The Cougars are on the board. 3 points to them, and as they prepare to receive a kickoff from the Lindenwood Lions.
Yeah, great kick there from Cami Hartrig. She's a standout and also a member of the U20, USA U20 program.
Lions go deep left, fielded by Garza, who takes it up straight. Great fend, takes 2 lines to bring her down. Looks like a line maybe down on the ground there. Referee plays on. Great tackle made by number 5, Fahoko. Chambers goes left, booted by Thomason. High and shorts, man may be there. Tafuna meets the ball. Tries to be brought down by multiple Cougars, finally does by Thomason.
Yeah,
we got a high tackle here by Lavu Lavu.
Great take there by Liz Tafuna. Frida Tafuna.
Looks like the Lions had a forward pass here on the sideline. And looks like we're going to have a possible water break here.
It's a good 52 degrees today, Matt, and it's a fine day for rugby. Nice and cool, not too hot. The sun is up just beneath the Wasatch Mountains and across from the BYU football stadium. We had a great game last night between BYU football and Oklahoma State, right there across the field. But today is all about BYU Cougars and the Lindenwood Lions testing each other out early in the season, and it's a great matchup so far.
Yeah, I can't ask for better conditions here for the Cougars' first home game of the fall season.
Yep, a little bit about Frida Tafuna. She's had 10 caps for the USA national team out of Santa Ana, California. And first started playing rugby at the age of 16 years old. So she's one of the standouts there, not only on the Lindenwood Lions, but also on the women's national team's 15s program.
Great leader here for the Lions. I agree 100%. Looks like we're going to restart play here with the BYU scrum right on their 22, deep in their half. Chambers prepares to feed the ball as center ref Kane calls the cadence. Scrums have been very even, I believe, today back and forth between the Lions and the Cougars. Chambers fields the ball, passes to Thomason, who gives it to Mann. Elisiva man takes it up. Great breakthrough. Great breakthrough and run by Elisiva man. Chambers goes right to Thomason. To Ballard. To Dana Neff. They continue hands wide. Amelia Smith gives it to Rivers Nuno on a switch. The Cougars now are at the 50-meter line. Goes left to Lavu Lavu. Takes it up straight. Met by the wall again. Free to Tafuna. Great leg drive by Lavu Lavu. Holds well to her own. Chambers looks to Hartrick. Instead goes behind to Thomason, who kicks in the middle. Fielded by number 10. Passes to the left. Jersey is met by the wall of the Cougars. Great defensive efforts on both sides of the ball here today. Bryant carries. Makes just about gain line. Mayava looks for her options. Goes right to Fafita. Fafita, great give of a shoulder. Brought down by Annie Moss. And we have a penalty here. Looks like the Cougars were offsides. Another injury here on the Lions side. Looks like it may be number 3, Jenna Leigh Fafita. Hopefully just a wind knocked out of her, nothing too serious. Time's off called by Jared Kane.
Yeah, some great phases from both sides. Match even so far. Lindenwood up 14 points to 3, with just about 17 minutes and a half.
Looks like Fafita's good to go. We're going to restart here with the Lindenwood penalty. They opt to go for touch. Jersey finds it just outside of the 50. We're now back in the BYU Cougars half. Bryant is eager and ready to go to get this Lindenwood line out rolling. Loaded to throw, ball's in. Great contest by Wasora. Center ref calls not straight. Cougars now have the option of a line out or a scrum. And they opt for a line out.
Yeah, the hook has to throw the ball right in the middle for the other team to have a fair chance at contesting the ball. So that's why that infringement was called.
Cougars have the opportunity to create a platform here. Garza fields it to Williams. Chambers out to Thomason, who gives it to Ballard. Ballard to Neff, to Lavu Lavu. Lavu Lavu takes it up, trampling over some Lions. Great carry by Lavu Lavu off this set piece. Chambers again goes left. We have an offsides advantage. Little bit of scuffles off the ball here. Thomason taking what arguably could be a late hit here. Center referee and Kane here talks to the AR. Looks like the Lions need a captain. Looks like he may be reaching in his pocket. Sure enough, that is a yellow card to number 5, Jasmine Fajoko. Thomason shakes it off and prepares to kick for touch here. Lindenwood Lions now down to 14 players for about 10 minutes. Goes for touch, and she finds it. BYU Cougars now having an attacking line out here on the Lions 22. Great opportunity here to get some more points on the board, especially being up 1 player. For those of you who are a little new to the game, yellow cards awarded in a rugby game are for 10 minutes. And so we won't see Fajoko for about 9 more minutes here. Let's see if the Cougars can utilize the opportunity. They throw front. Williams fielded great. Off to Chambers, who gives it to Thomason. To Neff. To Lavu Lavu. Out to Man, to Smith, to Nuno. Nuno carries up. Stops short just at about the gain line. Cougars reset. We have Neff. Lost backwards. Ball's kicked by number 12. Lindenwood Lions now have possession of the ball. Mayava's quick to distribute. Here goes Bryant. Stopped at the gain line. Great hit by Cami Hartrick here. Neff tried to contest for the ball here. Unfortunately, lost her footing in the breakdown, and we have a penalty to the Lindenwood Lions' favor. Looks like Jersey's going to look for touch, and she finds it. Lions now having a similar opportunity to what the Cougars did before, deep in the half. Looks like Tafuna's lined up at that one position, along with the 12, McKenna Bailey. Looks like we just lost the ball here, trying to recover it from the sideline. Bryant's ready to throw. She loads up. The Lions throw up number 7, Irie Farley. It is fielded and given to Lindenwood's 12, McKenna Bailey, who gives it to Tafuna. Tafuna goes up. It's taken down by Maddie Williams. Unfortunate. Not a good turnover by the Cougars. Garza thought she may have had the ball. But it is a penalty in the Lions' favor, and they opt to take a scrum this time.
Yep. Ball was not out on that breakdown, so because I thought he had a free rein to the ball, but unfortunately the ref had different idea.
The Lions here is short 1 man on the scrum. We'll see if BYU can utilize the opportunity to dominate in this push. Looks like they're going to leave the blind side open to have an 8-man in position, who decides to pick to the strong side, gives to Mayava. To Unga. Unga carries. Is brought down by number 7, Abby Whitney. Pass left to Irie Farley, taken down. Your Lions just about 8 meters short of the try line. Lost backwards. Bryant recovered. Brought down by Garza and Hartrick. Great BYU defensive line here. Tafuna decides to take it herself. Brought down by Lavu Lavu with the help of Whitney. Mayava goes to Bryant again, who dishes it to Gibson. Gibson carries, is still brought down short. The Lions about 7 meters out. Go to the left side. 10 skips pass over. What would have been a Lions try is unfortunately called back due to a forward pass.
Forward pass.
The Cougars will now have the opportunity to get possession and have a scrum in their favor. Great defensive efforts seen here today on both sides, especially on the Cougars side deep in their try zones. We've had multiple phases held up against the Lindenwood Lions. The Cougars now surely will look to get out of their own half. Thomason in that first receiver position. Chambers prepares to feed. Ball's in, 8-man pick. Lavu Lavu, brought down by Mayava. Cougars now about on their 5 meter. Pressure's on here as they're just meters away from the try line. Hartrick tries to kick through, is able to find some space, fielded by Jersey, who takes it up. She finds number 14, Kanyepi, who's able to slide through and score the try. 14, Tanaka Kanyepi of the Lindenwood Lions with their 3rd try of the day.
Yes, Lindenwood taking advantage of that that loose ball from that kick. That went to the skewed to the middle of the field, right in the hands of the back 3, the wings, the fullbacks, and they were able to capitalize on that attack, counter attack.
Looks like Tafuna here will be lining up the kick, looking to go 3 for 3. Asking for time here, wants to take her time on this kick. Loads up. Easy through the slots, and conversion is good. Tafuna is 3 for 3 today. Your Lindenwood Lions at 21 and your BYU Cougars at 3.
About 9 minutes to go in this first half of this encounter between two great rugby programs in the nation. Lindenwood started around 2015, 2016, and BYU has been a feature in the USA collegiate program for a very, very long time, beginning around the year 2000.
Thomason prepares to kick off, this time opting to go deep left, fielded by Tafuna, who takes it up. A little show and go here. Held up by Mann. Madsen attempts, Chamber attempts. Mann is back there to bring Tafuna down. Bryant carries straight right into the wall of Maddie Williams and Sierra Garza. Looks like the Lions may have an overload. O'Kane sees space deep in the left-right field.
Oh.
Which is fielded by number 11, Claire Ferguson, who stops just short of the middle of the uprights and scores her first try of the day.
Lindenwood realizing the space in the corners. There's a little bit of a miscommunication there from the BYU back 3 or back 2. And the fly half.
O'Kane.
Putting the ball right in space. He's done it a couple times today, and it's awesome to watch women's rugby, playing some smart rugby here today from Lindenwood. Attacking space and utilizing their fast players on the outside. Yeah, BYU have to figure this out, Matt. What do they have to do to counter that?
I'm sure that halftime chat will definitely be with their back 3 there of between their 15 and wings of Nuno, Smith, and Madsen. Just really knowing that O'Kane has that vision to cover that backfield. Tafuna puts up the kick, and it is no good. With about 6.5 minutes left in this half, your Lindenwood Lions are at 26, and your BYU Cougars 3 points.
Just under 7 minutes here to go in this first half.
Thomason prepares to kick off. Opts to go shallow right. Fielded cleanly by the Lions, who's met by Ballard and Neff. Brought down just shy of the 40. Lions in their half. Fafita takes it up. Stopped by Williams. Hartrick attempting to get into that breakdown. Can't find anything. Farley fields the ball, and it is stripped by Abby Whitney. Great defensive effort here by the Cougars. Now itching to score in the Lindenwood half. Hartrick takes it up. Bullies through. Makes great gain line. Williams there to support. Chambers looks to go left. Unfortunate by Elisiva Man. Lost the ball forward there. Critical opportunity for the BYU Cougars to score here and just cannot find hands.
Incredible line speed there, Matt, from Lindenwood to put pressure on the first receiver, Elisiva. It's very important in today's game that you have a good defensive line speed so you can put pressure on the offense.
100%, Tom. Looks like that yellow card from earlier. Jasmine Fajoko is now back in. Lindenwood Lions back to their strong 15. Mayava prepares to feed. Tafuna picks weak side. Is met by Elisiva Man. And Lavu Lavu tries to find her wing and is unable. Referee says play on. Lavu Lavu great with her tackles today. Fafita carries it up, met by Garza and Whitney. Makes great gain line. Mayava opts to go weak again. Tafuna wants that ball. Dishes it out to her right to number 6. Lucia Del Campo with a great run up the sideline. Chambers and Whitney looking to stop her, and they do, but she has great support by Kanyepi, who's brought short of the try line. Mayava, great support. Number 1 fields it to 5. Fahoko, who looks to get her second try of the day, is stopped short. Again, Lions continue to go quickly and are rewarded for it by scoring right under the uprights. Number 7, Irie Farley with her first try of the day. Lindenwood Lions doing a great job of setting themselves up here, opting to go weak side, knowing that BYU is short on numbers and plays an easy numbers hands game to score what would have been about a 60-meter try.
Yeah, the attack started from none other than Frida Tafuna straightening up the line and setting up the outside players to run their space. So Lindenwood was able to capitalize on that and some missed tackles.
Tafuna lines up for the kick. And it is good. Your Lindenwood Lions now at 33, your BYU Cougars 3. About 2.5 minutes left here to play.
In the first half.
Those viewing at home, there's a great turnout and supporting crowd for both sides of the ball here. Lots of Lindenwood Lions supporters, but even more BYU Cougar supporters. Cougars looking to put pressure on the Lions, see if they can come away with any more points in this half. Thomason looking like she'll go deep right again. And she does. Fielded by number 4, Brianna Beath, excuse me. Mayava goes right to Fafita, who's met by Garza. Kane calls a high tackle here by number 2, Sierra Garza. Fafita gathering her bearings a little bit.
Lindenwood 33, BYU 3, about just under 2 minutes to go in this first half. Right here in Provo, Utah, sunny Provo, Utah.
Jersey finds touch.
Around 52 degrees. 52 degrees, nice. Sunny, a little bit cool. Just the perfect weather for some great rugby. And Lindenwood showing that the class that they have, multiple national championships in the D1 Elite program.
Bryant throws the ball, tries to find number 7, Irie Farley, unfortunately slips through. And center referee Kane calls not straight. Cougars here opt for a line out. Looks like this may be our last play for the first half, about 30 seconds left. Garza throws. Looks like we have another not straight just outside that shoulder of Ashton Westora. The Lions look to now have a scrum. And that is the buzzer for our halftime. Surely this is the last play of the first half between the Lindenwood Lions and BYU Cougars. This BYU backline has been showing great defensive efforts here today, especially from their two centers, Dana Neff and Elistiva Mann. They come up, Madsen meets the 15, stays on her feet and finds some assistance from Mann to bring down number 15, Madison Jersey. Mayava goes left to Tafuna, who gives to Fahoko. Fahoko breaks gain line, is met by Lavu Lavu, who's able to finally chop her down. Mayava pushing that pace. They look to go wide. Lindenwood Lions with the numbers. 6-4. Beath is carrying up the sideline. Looks like she's able to have some great support from number 6, Lucia Del Campo. And your Lindenwood Lions will score one more try before we hit halftime. Looks like Tafuna will set up to take this kick again.
Yeah, it was a great try. A try from Lindenwood, right off scrum, which is one of the best attacking platform. They moved, run a set piece, play there in the back line, and then moved it back to the other side. They were able to find some space. So Lindenwood showing their class for sure. Today BYU have to regroup here in the first half and hopefully come back stronger in the second half.
Agreed, Tom. Looks like Tafuna lines up to take her kick. About 15 meters to the left of the post. Loads up and strikes. And she is good.
Oh, she raised the flag from the corner. Yeah, she's doing everything today.
We'll now go into halftime with the Lindenwood Lions at 40 and the BYU Cougars at 3 points. First impressions from that first half, Tom?
A little bit of filling out in the beginning, and then Lindenwood is beginning to pull away, showing their strength, their skills, and utilizing the kicking game from their fly half. Also, stand out from that first half, Frida Tafuna. Of course, we knew that from the beginning. She's been organizing a forward pack, organizing the pods, and running the set plays and the structure. So it's first half is all about Lindenwood. BYU have to regroup here and find some weaknesses in the Lindenwood defense and try to capitalize on it. Yeah, first half has been all about Lindenwood. But BYU have to regroup here in the second half.
Yeah, 100%. Great offensive efforts on both sides. Tafuna obviously being a great ball carrier, but aside from her, that whole forward pack all finding gain line multiple times. The Lions doing great and having support off the ball. Arguably could be something the Cougars might want to implement a little bit better in the second half, but we can't knock them too much for having great ball carriers like Hartrick and Mann and Lavu Lavu. Great gain line efforts here on both sides. I'd have to say defensively, the Cougars have been doing very well of showing up at that try line. Unfortunate, not always comes out with the best outcome, but multiple breakdowns it takes for the Lions to break through, and that's a great effort by the BYU Cougars.
It's all about, this game is all about contact, you know. Lindenwood winning most of the collisions in the breakdowns and in contact, making yards after the tackle. First up tackle needs to be spot on for BYU in the second half for them to make a stop. And also, I must say, Matt, we both played in the back line. Our back three BYU's back three needs to figure out, how to defend the place kicks from their fly half.
Yeah, 100%. Wouldn't be surprised if that's what Jared Whippy's telling his back line right now. Head coach Jared Whippy going on his second year here at the BYU Cougars, replacing my good friend here, Tom Wonga. Not many returners here by the BYU Cougars from last season, but great potential has been evident here today, and hopefully we'll begin to see more in that second half.
Yep, during game day you have what you have, Matt. Looks like BYU is missing one of their standouts too in Lewanda Boots Espinal today. But they have some great plays from Camby, hat-trick. Trying to lead the pack up front. He's had some good runs, some good line breaks. But they need to capitalize on those line breaks from some of their key players here in the second half.
Yeah, 100%. I also think Reina Lavu and Sierra Garza, great defensive standouts here in this first half. Really quick to get off that line, make it difficult for the Lions to break gain line. Hopefully they can share the wealth a little bit through the rest of the Cougar defensive line.
Yes. So, lots of rookies and new players here on the BYU team, but they're here with the best of the best. Shout out to some of the players from Idaho. My good man Chris Kovac coaches some of his players that played in his high school program in display here today, showing some great skills. And one came to mind is Dana Neff, who's operating there at center for BYU. Some great tackles and some good runs. BYU needs to regroup here in the second half and come up stronger.
Yeah, hopefully we'll see some of those key players like Boots Aspinall returning next week for the BYU's next match of Central Washington.
I must say a good crowd here today, Matt.
100%.
A couple hundred people here today to watch a women's rugby game. For those of you who are watching, welcome to Provo, Utah. We're right under the Wasatch Mountains here with the sun up. It's 52 degrees, nice and cool. As they say, it's jacket weather, but it's still good. We love it here in Provo, Utah. And about 5 minutes to go in the first half.
Yeah, we got a great crowd support, like Thomas said before. This women's game here between the Lions and the Cougars being an opening for the men's match that will follow at 2 p.m. BYU men's rugby taking on Air Force men's rugby. Great matchups here on both sides between women's and men's.
Yeah, Lindenwood program coming off multiple championships in a row, and we lost a close one to Life last year, Matt. That was a great game between Life and Lindenwood in the D1 Elite National Championship. And Life took that one. Congratulations to Life. But this year is a new year. I think Lindenwood will be up to challenge that title again. BYU, lots of work to do. They're still a storied program. Moved up from D1, where they won two championships in the D1 program. But yeah, they're trying to test themselves out with one of the best collegiate rugby programs in the nation.
Yeah, so it looks like going into the second half, our BYU Cougars are going to look to hopefully cover that backfield just a little better between their wings and fullback. Hopefully stop that crucial kicking game from O'Kane on the Lions side. Meanwhile, the Lions might look to try and shut down more of BYU's running threats, such as Hartrick and Garza, seeing if they can close that before they even get a chance to have momentum. And we'll see which way the ball favors in this second half coming up. Welcome back to the second half of the Lindenwood Lions versus our BYU Cougars. Switching sides now, the Lindenwood Lions are looking to kick off here to restart this game. Looks like it'll be taken by number 15, Madison Jersey. She goes deep middle, fielded by Thomason, who's met by Janelle Fafita with a great tackle. Maddie Williams takes it up the weak side. Looks like they go weak again to Dana Neff. Strong carry trying to stop her feet there. Thompson to Williams. Lost in the air. And an unfortunate knock on by the BYU Cougars here deep in their half.
This field called Hilleman Fields out of BYU, Hilleman Recreation Grounds at BYU, is running from east to west. Lindenwood defending the east side of the field and BYU on the west side. So right under the Wasatch Mountains, beautiful Wasatch Mountains here in Provo, Utah.
Yeah, unfortunate start here by the Cougars. Already facing a strong defensive threat here with the Lions having a scrum right at 10 meters out from the try line.
Quite a good crowd here today, Matt. Man, I was impressed to see women's rugby growing here in the United States, and I must say a couple hundred people here to watch a women's rugby game.
Oh yes, great
thank
turnout.
you to the fans and the supporters and these two wonderful schools supporting women's rugby. Number 14 there for Lindenwood carrying it in.
And it looks like the Lions are able to dot it down through number 9, Meg Mayava. Strong start by the Lions here, opening up the second half.
Great opening. Good way to attack, utilizing on that mistake from that knock-on. And it's good to see the players Lindenwood having fun there with celebrating that try. What a
Yeah, Meg Mayava, kudos to her, showing great pace here in the game today, helping lead with Frida Tafuna. Our returner for the Lindenwood Lions, I believe this is her third year with the team. Looks like the Lions have not made any substitutions at the half, but the Cougars made, I believe, just one, number 16, Lavina Iketau, in for Sierra Garza at the hooker position. Tafuna kicks the ball, and it is just short to the right. Conversion is no good. Your Lindenwood Lions 45 and your BYU Cougars 3.
.45 points to 3, a little under 37 minutes to go in the second half encounter between BYU and Lindenwood Lions. Welcome those who are just tuning in. It's all about Lindenwood right now, but BYU will have to regroup here and come back stronger.
Thomason kicks right, is brought down by Dana Neff. Mayava's there. Fafita loaded and ready to go. Dishes it off to Bryant. Bryant breaks through, but is brought down by Cami Hartrick. Mayava looking for a weak side attack. She finds it with Fahoko. They go right again. Bryant carries, is met by Lavu Lavu. Great apologies. Iketau with her first tackle of the game and a second, this time team tagging with Lavu Lavu. Another wall with Cami Hartrick and Reina Lavu Lavu. The Lions struggling to get a little bit of a clean ball here. BYU really looking to counter this breakdown. Mayava goes right to O'Kane, sees space in the backfield, does a little chip, which is fielded by Thomason. Great support there by Amelia Smith. Chambers looking for her options, sees man, decides to carry it alone, makes gain line. Great carries today by Elisiva Man all day.
Yeah, there's been some line breaks today by Elisiva Man out of Sacramento, California, playing
We got a penalty against the Lions. Brianna Beath not rolling away in the breakdown. Cougars having an opportunity to get some gain line here with Thomason kicking for touch. And she's short. The ball's fielded by number 7, Irie Farley, who's brought to ground.
You mean the kick didn't go?
Yeah. Good catch, Tom.
The kick didn't go out. Where BYU would have got the line out again, but the kick was short.
Mayava looks to box kick, able to find grass. And we may have our first 50-22 of the day here, folks. And we do. That is a great vision from Lindenwood Lions number 9, Meg Mayava, seeing that space in the backfield and is able to get a 50-22, a new rule implemented a couple years ago by World Rugby. Kicking any ball behind the 50-meter line and having it bounce out of bounds inside the defense's 22 gives you a line out in your favor. Bryant loads here. Looks like Tafuna is ready at the first receiver position.
Great throw, great lift.
Pop to Mayava. Tafuna carries O'Kane to Unga. Unga decides to take it herself. Smith is the last line of defense, but stops short. And Lola Unga has her second try of the day here for the Lindenwood Lions.
Yeah, there's great run there from Unga, number 13 for Lindenwood. And she was in full flight before BYU could lay a hand on her to kind of try and tackle. So for you kids watching out there, you must close the space for those big runners before they run ahead, because it's like a runaway train. When you try to stop a train, you wouldn't be able to stop it. But BYU have to do a good job of closing the space and making their tackles.
Looks like Tafuna will continue taking the conversions this half. About 30 meters out to the left of the post.
Tafuna doing a great job here at kicking duties for Lindenwood. Usually this job is reserved for the back line. But if you're a best kicker on the team and you know how to do it, hey, coach will call your number. Even if for BYU it's been Cami Hattrick, and for Lindenwood it's number 8, Frida Tafuna.
Looks like her kick was just off to the right, so conversion is no good. 8 minutes into the second half here, and your Lindenwood Lions are at 50 points, your Cougars at 3. Thompson looking up to set up the restart again. Looks like she'll go deep right. Ball finds a little short. Looks like the Lions have made a sub. Number 18, Juodang Kava'ahau, with her first carry of the match. Looks like she may have lost her cleat. She said, leave it, let's play. Hartrick is able to get the strip. Juodang gets back with the ball. One cleat off. Lions carry with great support in tow, number 12, McKenna Bailey. Tafuna has numbers here. Decides she doesn't want to use them. Bullies through. And looks like the center may need to have a little chat. And it is a try for Frida Tafuna. Great impact there to set up that try by Kava'ahau. Able to find her cleat again. The Lions really showing discipline and using the pace of the ball to keep attacking those weak sides against the Cougars.
Yes, the go-forward ball for Lindenwood today has been outstanding. As I said in the beginning, the strength in contact. BYU have to make first-up tackles, but Lindenwood, as you can see clearly, winning the collision in contact, making yards, contact after contact, and puts BYU under pressure playing on the back foot.
Yeah. Looks like the Lions have made a couple more subs. We have number 16, Ellie Villeneuve, and number 20, Ava Reuter. Believe they're replacing Gabby Bryant and Jenna Leigh Fafita. Frida lines up hard on the sideline, looking to convert her own try. Strikes in, and she is just short of those uprights. Conversion is no good. Lindenwood Lions 55, BYU Cougars 3. Hopefully you viewers at home can hear that great strong support from Provo, Utah here for our BYU Cougars. Cougars looking to answer back. Thomason kicks short left. Fielded by number 20, Ava Reuter, her first touch of the ball. Great carry there. Mayava goes weak to Tafuna, who dishes it back inside. 13, Unga takes it to ground. Mayava passes left. They offer just a one-off carry. Hartrick brings her down. Mayava again, great pace shown here by the Lions.
Oh, great
Ikatau
running line. That's beautiful.
able to slow it down a little bit. O'Kane goes out the back.
Oh,
We had number 15, Jersey, having some show and go, but Kane calls it back for the obstruction.
it's a little unfortunate there for Lindenwood. The player was in front of the ball carrier that prevented the BYU player from tackling her. So that resulted in a penalty. Let's see what BYU can do with this penalty. They can kick for line out and get the line out again and build some phases from there. They need to get one in.
Tomlinson finds touch, gives him about a 7-meter gain here. Cougars making a plan here, hoping to set up a strong attacking platform. Ikatau replacing Garza here at the hooker position. Looks like we may have lost the ball. Time's off as they try and recover a new one. Assistant coach Paul Asike tries to kick a stray ball out, and instead he kicked his shoe.
That's a BYU legend. Paul Asike played professional rugby, played here for BYU, football and rugby.
Yeah, also a current MLR Utah Warrior. Strong veteran with them. Kane calls a penalty, looking to maybe have a chat here with his AR. Both sides a little confused on what may have just happened. See if we can get some clarification here. Looks like the Cougars are able to choose between two options of infractions by the Lindenwood Lions. The Cougars have a penalty in their favor for a high tackle by the Lindenwood Lions.
It's 55-3, 55 Lindenwood, BYU 3, with a little under 26 minutes to go. And BYU with a penalty, trying to capitalize on it. They're going to go for a line-out.
With a great strike there, finds touch. Our BYU Cougars here, still no tries on the board, unfortunately, but still lots of time to make that change. Ikatau loads up, finds Westora to Chambers, out to Thomason, to Ballard, to Neff to Lavu Lavu. Stopped short of the gain line, but still a strong carry by Lavu Lavu. Chambers looks to go left, finds Thomason, who finds Mann. Mann having great carries here today in the back line. Able to break gain line. Chambers to Hard Trick. Hard Trick carries. And along with that, takes 3 Lions down with her. Chambers looks to the right. And what would have been her second interception of the day is unfortunately called back by center ref Jared Kane. Frida Tafuna offsides. The Cougars having another penalty opportunity here. Hartrick says, I'm going to tap and go. She bullies through. Great support by the Cougars here. Williams set up on the right to carry as well. Looks for Ikatau but doesn't find her. Unfortunate turnover to the Lions. Looks like Hartrick may be slow to get up. Lions carrying great impact again by Kava'ahau, who's still carrying strong, this time able to keep both cleats on her feet. Mayava finds the right to O'Kane,
and there's
gets
the
a kick just over Thomason, deep right field. The Cougars are in their half. Great chase down there by number 14, Kanyepi from the Lions.
No.
Looks like there may be an advantage in the Lions' favor. And it is awarded. Cougars not releasing in that tackle. The Lions decide to quick tap and go. Number 20, Reuter, looking to find her first try of the day. Looks like she stopped short by Westora and Mann. The Lions off to pick and go. 16, number 16, Villeneuve is short. Mayava looks to take the ball, hit her back line. O'Kane out wide to Unga, to Jersey, and Jersey cuts back in for a try for the Lindenwood Lions. Great passage of play there for a bit. BYU Cougars are having an unfortunate turnover in the Lions' half. Looks like Moss couldn't find Ikatau to her right, resulting in that turnover. O'Kane again utilizing her kicking game, getting deep into the Cougars' territory right off the bat, which resulted in another try. Looks like BYU is making a couple more subs. Grace Christensen is in along with number 18, Lanaka Sunguturanga, who replaces Maddie Williams. Tafuna's kick is off to the right. Conversion is no good. The Cougars looking to bounce back with fresh legs in Christensen and Sunguturanga. Looks like Christensen replaced Harsh Trick, who is now on the sideline. Big loss in the Cougars running game, but Christensen also being a returner for the BYU Cougars after serving her LDS mission is surely looking to show strong carries just as much as Hard Trick did. Sunguturanga, her first season with the BYU Cougars here, replacing Maddie Williams at the lock position. Also looking to have some strong carries herself. Thomason looks to restart. She goes short right. Fahoko fields it and is met by Bailey Ballard, who is unable to get the tackle down. Fahoko slides through. Thomason tries to grab Smith. Smith is able to hang on and brings down the Lions right at about the 22. But the Lions have pace here. The Cougars looking a little tired, struggling to get back to form the defensive line. And tried to counter in that breakdown, but unfortunately lost her feet. Grace Christensen, the Lions are able to get a penalty in their favor. Mayava tries to go quick, but the referee calls it back. Looks like she may have not tapped on the mark. The Cougars are lined up about 20 meters out, and the Lions opt for a scrum. Great option here to call a scrum when they're deep in the Cougars' half. Splits their back line to attack either right or left. Cougars have to decide how they want to defend here. Looks like Smith is going to stay in that fullback position in the backfield. Cougars have a sub coming in here. Looks like it's Allison Halterman coming in for Bailey Ballard at the flanker position. Bailey Ballard having a great game today. Strong runs, really protecting that weak side off the scrums. Another returner of the BYU Cougars, helping lead the forward pack with Cami Hartrick. Halterman looking to make a difference here at the blind side, but they opt to go strong. Whitney's off the scrum with the assistance of Mann, and Whitney's able to recover the goal. Great pressure there by the Cougars. Chambers looks to find someone to pass to, but isn't able to connect, so she's forced to carry. Luckily, Thompson's there to support. Mann at the scrum half position, and is able to bring down Mann. Mayava's able to bring down Mann, but looks like the Cougars have a penalty. Lavu takes a quick tap, is able to get some gain line. Fahoko brings her down. Chambers is back up commanding. She goes right to Christensen. First carry of the day. Strong shoulder. Chambers looking for Neff. Finds her. Neff does a little show and go and slides the slice through. Tucks the ball and is brought to ground. Chambers looking for both sides. Sees Thomason, who may have a kicking opportunity, and she does. It's a little short, but goes through 14's hands. Jersey tries to field, but unfortunately finds touch. Cougars here able to take a deep breath a little bit, finally out of their half. Lots of defensive pressure from the Lions. But a ball fumble on Jersey's part is able to give the Cougars an attacking platform here off a line out.
Yeah, if you're just joining us, some great rugby here today. Lindenwood dominating in the contact and showing on the scoreboard is 60 points to 3 with a little under 19 minutes to go. BYU line out right on the 10-meter line inside Lindenwood half.
We got Wastor in the front jumping. Seven's able to cause some pressure, Irie Farley. But it's an unfortunate knock-on, unable to grasp that, so we'll have a scrum to the BYU Cougars. Christensen here at the loose head, lining up with Kava'ahau. The Lions having a whole new front row in this scrum in the second half. Fresh legs, we'll see if they can dominate here. Chambers prepares to feed. Just calling a quick reset here. Safety is always the priority here in the scrums and rugby. Great option by Kane to just set this up again. Engagement made, and the Lions dominate here with that fresh front row. Mayava gets the ball. They attack up the middle and decide to go right. O'Kane to Unga. Unga having lots of strong runs today along with her teammate Kanyepi, who goes up the sideline, is able to bring down a couple defenders with her and is still going. Kanyepi brought down by Chambers. Mayava, great pace from the 9 all day today, ready at every breakdown. Decides to take it herself. Lions looking to compact it in and start picking and go, but have an unfortunate knock-on in the breakdown.
We have a substitution. Or was that a water break? It must be a water break.
I think both. Tom was right, that'll look like the Lions make a couple more substitutions. Arabella Cassidy and I believe Nevaeh Elliott are also in.
Yep. Lindenwood showing off the depth that they have with their lineup. You know, they haven't let up in their play, especially in the second half when the new subs come in. Usually when you see subs coming in, you know, you miss a lot of steps. But looking like these Lindenwood Lions onto a great start of their season. And now those subs coming in are able to pick up where they left off. It shows the quality of their recruits, quality of coaching. Shout out to the two coaches of these two wonderful programs. And to all the players that are playing, showing the beautiful game to those who are here watching in the ground. Like I said, there's a couple hundred people here in the grounds to see these two storied rugby programs.
Looks like we'll restart play here with the scrum to the Cougars on their 5-meter line. Unfortunate loss in the previous scrum. Hopefully can hold out here considering the position of the field. Lavu Lavu decides to pick and go. Is able to stiff arm Tafuta for a bit and find some gain line. Great support there. Finds Thomason, who kicks it and unfortunately goes off the side of her foot. And Nuno's unable to field. And the ball is lost forward. So we have advantage to Lindenwood Lions for a knock-on. Referee's going to let them play, see if they can get out of this. Del Campo takes it up. Is able to find gain line. Mayava goes weak side again to Unga. Quick hands to Tafuna, who has Kayepi on the left. And her 13 on the inside.
I think that was the fullback.
The fullback, apologies. Jersey unable to catch that ball and loses it forward in the try zone. Kane checking with his AR, seeing if there's any funny business there. If not, I believe we may have a scrum reset to the Cougars, and we do, for a knock-on by the Lindenwood Lions. Cougars making a couple more subs here. Elasiva Man and Rivers Nuno are out. And as soon as I get jersey numbers, I'll let you know who's in. I believe we have Emma Jensen and Audrey Elgren from the BYU Cougars coming in at both wing spots. Mia Matson being pushed into the 13th spot to be centers with Dana. We have a free kick in the Cougars' favor for the Lindenwood early push. Lions must go back 10, and Cougars now have an option to tap or kick for touch.
You see, when that happens, they are not sure what that rule is. So just standing there watching the referee. One of the biggest things in rugby is there's so many rules, very technical. So, and the referee gives hand signals. So the players have to know those hand signals. And that was a free kick. And yeah, it was a free kick. They're allowed to kick it all the way out, but the line out will be where it is.
And it'll be to the other team. The Lions look to go quick, but unfortunately the ball was lost to the sideline, so there isn't one to throw. Looks like number 20, Ava Reuter, preps to throw.
A little bit of confusion here. There's looking for a ball.
Lions here at the 22-meter in the Cougars' half. They throw up number 7, Irie Farley, who finds Mayava. O'Kane gives it out the back to Jersey. Jersey finds a hole and steps inside. No one there to face her. She's stopped just short by Amelia Smith.
Yeah, you're allowed to do that. You can place the ball and stand up again and pick it up. So great composure there from number 15. Good line break. Way to finish.
Quick pass out to the right to O'Kane, and she was able to step back inside for her, I believe, first try of the day.
Shout out to the sponsors and to the to all those who have supported these two programs for Lindenwood University, and all their sponsors and supporters and fans and parents. Thank you for supporting women's rugby. It can only go up from here. And for BYU, the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, and the sponsor of this wonderful university, Brigham Young University. And and some of their sponsors who help the program. One of them come to mind, United Healthcare here in BYU, just across the street. Intermountain Healthcare.
Not only do we have great sponsors on both sides, but great support. You can hear the fans in the back screaming off here. Frida was able to convert that try, so it's 67-3 in the Lions' favor. Thomason goes short right. It's fielded by Kava'ahau, who carries strong up the middle. Mayava goes right. Looks to find number 20, Ava Reuter. Strong carry, just barely breaks the gain line. Looks like Kava'ahau may be down. On that far sideline, the Lions throw a forward pass. So it will be a scrum to the BYU Cougars.
Just a little under 10 minutes to go here in the second half. It's been all Lindenwood so far. BYU, it's a learning curve for these players that are playing here. Some of them playing in the second game or third game for the first time. So it's not the end of the world. They can pick it up from here and learn and grow.
Yeah, we got fresh legs here in the back line. Looks like Mia Madsen, who started at the 11th position, is now moving into the 13 at outside center. We'll see what she can do with Dana Neff, but unfortunately won't be given the opportunity this time as the Lindenwood Lions get a penalty in their favor, dominating that scrum, and they decide to go quickly. Tafuna takes it up, steps out and in, is met by Madsen, who's able to bring her to ground, but the offload is able to get off to number 23, Nevaeh Elliott. Found to the first pod, they're able to make great gain line. Looks like Mayava may be off, and number 10, Sophie O'Kane, may be our 9 for the rest of this half. Kanyepi has a great step inside and out to get some gain line for the Lions. Sunguturanga helping number 19 on the Cougars, Rebecca Whittinson, in making that tackle. Moss and Matson able to slow down the momentum a little bit, but Kava'ahau is there ready to go.
Just a little forward there. There was a good offload off the ground. That was a good skill there from Fehoko. Just unlucky, it went forward. So it will be a scrum to BYU.
Looks like the Lions make their last sub. Number 6, Lucia Del Campo, is coming off with Saren Rowland replacing her at number 19.
Yeah, shout out to some of the players who have played in these two programs representing the national team on both sides. For BYU and the Sevens program residency, shout out to Rachel Strasdus, who just said hi on a text here. Out of San Diego, California. Good outcome for the women's sevens program in the Olympic Games, Matt. You see how the game is growing with the U.S. national team sevens winning the bronze medal in the Olympic Games. That was huge.
Great to see local talent there through Spiff Cedric out of Harriman, Utah. But also some homegrown talent through Rachel Strazis as well, supporting the program back, as you referenced before.
Yep, and a BYU alumni who played basketball here, and then he was influenced by her sister who played rugby for BYU in Stephanie Rovetti. So she was a basketball point guard here at BYU and then joined the women's sevens program. And she's also a homegrown legend here at BYU.
100%. Lots of strong collegiate talent represented there in our sevens residency program, along with our 15s U.S. Eagles. Sam Sullivan coming out of Army, having a great show out in that bronze match, along with a couple others. Spiff Cedric coming out of Harriman, Utah, but attending Life University. Great programs across the country. O'Kane looks to give out. They pass wide. Jersey cuts up the middle and is able to step back inside to confuse the Cougars and score a try right under the uprights. Jersey's had some great runs today, really showing off her footwork in the backfield along with attacking in the line. And the Lions put up another try here.
Through number 15, Madison, Jersey. For Lindenwood. He's been trying all day. Few mishaps there, but before that, but she's finally get her way through. Scored that try underneath the crossbar. The sun hasn't let up here in Provo, Utah. Nice, beautiful day.
Tafuna's able to convert that. So the Lions are sitting at 74. Your BYU Cougars at 3. Both sides showing a little bit of fatigue, but just under 5 minutes to go here. Looks like BYU has subbed in number 21, Ivy Jane Stout, for Pip or Chambers at the 9 position. You'll see Stout sporting number 21. Kick goes short left, finds Tafuna. Looks like a high tackle by the Cougars. So will be a penalty in the Lions' favor. Tafuna looks to find touch.
Just a little bit under 4 minutes to go. Lindenwood leading 74, BYU 3. Both sides have emptied the benches, all the players that they need to get in. And now in is just, for Lindenwood, it's trying to get some practice in.
Farley was able to field that line out to find O'Kane to Fahoko, who makes great gain line here off the line out. Unga finding the ball at pace, also able to break gain line, but is brought down by Dana Neff. O'Kane continues to go weak side. And Tafuna is able to slip a BYU defender, but is brought down by Mia Madsen. O'Kane finds Ava Reuter. And now finds number 17, Holani Takava'ahau. Whitney looking to stop that ball, unfortunately was knocking it on instead, so now the Lions will reset with the scrum. O'Kane feeds the ball. The Lions being dominant this whole second half with their scrum. They opt to go left and are able to find Konyepi on the edge, who's stopped short. Ball to number 20, Ava Reuter, who's able to come in for her first try of the match. Ava Reuter able to make some great show here as she subs in. Strong ball carries and is finally rewarded to a try. Tafuna lines up to take the kick again. Just under a minute left here. I believe kickoff will be last play for this match between the Lions and the Cougars. Tafuna strikes and is just to the left of the uprights, missing the conversion. With just about 30 seconds to go, the Lions 79 and the Cougars 3. Got to give credit to some of these BYU Cougars, especially those who've been playing 80-minute games. Reina Lavu, Dana Neff, along with a couple others, keeping the heads up, showing that leadership.
Yeah, it's a learning experience from here. Back to the drawing board for BYU. So it's good to see some players just sticking it out and trying to help their team out.
Ball's kicked left short. O'Kane's able to be there. Kava'ahau finds 17. Holani was able to break gain line. O'Kane finds 21. Ava Denner. And even with time expired, the Lions are looking here to score one more time. Tafuna up the right sideline. Finds Kanyepi, but is unable to field the ball, and the ball is lost forward. And with that concludes your match between the Lindenwood Lions and the BYU Cougars. Your Lions 79 and your Cougars 3. Shout out against the Lindenwood Lions for traveling all the way here.
Yep.
We appreciate them joining us. And thank you again to all our supporters watching here in person and back on the stream. We appreciate you guys tuning in.
Yes, thank you very much. Lindenwood Lions traveling all the way from St. Charles, Missouri. Thank you for coming, and appreciate everyone for joining in this live broadcast. It's been Lindenwood Lions today. BYU is back to the drawing board. You know, it's not the end of the world. You know, you can see the quality of recruits on the Lindenwood side. BYU, being a club program here at BYU, recruiting from the student body, you know, they did what they could. There's lots of rooms for improvement.
That's what fall season's for, though, so tune back in next week against Central Washington here at home in Provo, Utah again, and continue supporting our Cougars. Thanks for tuning in.
I'm Matalasi Morissette and Tom Wanga returning you to the studio. Thank you very much for tuning in.